Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. I told you this team won't quit. I told you the Indiana Fever, if there's one thing they'll do all year, it is fight till the very end, down as much as 15, battling all the way back, taking a 12-point lead, only to watch that 12-point lead, poof, evaporate in a matter of 3 minutes. Were the referees awful? You're damn right they were. Were the referees garbage? You're damn right they were. Were they calling ticky-tack fouls for the Liberty and not giving us? You are 100% correct. And still, we were in a position to win that game. And still, we were in a position to win that game. The Indiana Fever lose at home, 90-88 against the New York Liberty. First quarter was nice and entertaining. A lot of foul calls, a lot of happy whistles. Second quarter, oof. Third quarter, we find something. We're going to talk about it. Fourth quarter, well, whatever we found in the third quarter, we seem to have lost it again. We're going to talk about it. The Indiana Fever. Big shout out goes to Aliyah Boston. 27 points, 13 rebounds for AB. Aliyah Boston missed quite a few bunnies in the fourth quarter. Oh, it hurt to see. Is that why we lost the game? No, of course that's not why we lost the game, Ben. The refs is why we lost the game. That's not why we lost either. Kelsey Mitchell, 15 points, 6 for 16, 2 for 7 from the three-point line. Kelsey you did play a little bit too fast today, Kelsey, and I'm your biggest defender. I champion it. LeBron had Kyrie, Caitlin's got Kelsey. It is what it is. I can't control it, but I can say today we were maybe a little bit too fast. A little bit too fast with the trigger. A little bit too ahead of ourselves pushing the ball. Lexi Hull thrust into the starting lineup for DeWanna Bonner. First change that Stephanie White has done. And Lexi Hull, start off Lexi. You came through for us today. 15 points for Lexi Hull. 2 rebounds. You followed Natasha Cloud everywhere. You followed Sabrina Ionescu everywhere. Up snap. Switched over to Jonquil Jones. I guess I'll play as hard as I can. Oh snap. Switched over on Brianna Stewart. I guess I'll play as hard as I can. Lexi Hull, this far into the season, is clearly, hands down, most improved player. No doubt about it, folks. No doubt about it. Lexi Hull is this year's WNBA most improved player thus far into the season. Great job, Lexi Hull. You proved Coach White correctly that you need to be in this starting lineup. Way to go. Caitlin Clark, did not play her best game. 2 for 12 from the three-point line, 6 for 19. Natasha Cloud harassing her, 94 feet. Leonie Febish harassing her before she got injured. Hope you're all right, Leonie. Harassing her, 94 feet. They made it very difficult for Caitlin Clark. They made it very difficult for Caitlin Clark, except for that third quarter. We're going to talk about it. Finishing with 18 points, 10 assists, 9 turnovers. This was the first turnover-happy game from Caitlin Clark. If those 9 was 4, probably would have won the game, but that's not why we lost the game either. It's very easy to assign blame to the referees. It's very easy to assign blame to the players. It's very easy. Trust me, it is. Sophie Cunningham, 5 points, not your best game. Didn't seem to be too impactful. DeWanna Bonner, 2 points, 7 rebounds. Look at the plus-minus. +9. Look at Caitlin Clark's plus-minus. +6. Lexi Hull, -3. Kelsey Mitchell, -2. AB, 0. There's a reason why those 5 players had the best plus-minus on the team. And that's why we lost the game. That is why we lost the game. Can we point at the free throw discrepancy? They shot 32 free throws. 25 for 32 from the free throw line. They shot 32 free throws. They were called for 8 less fouls, and it was a physical game, yet the fouls only seemed to be called on us. It was an extremely physical game, yet the fouls always seem to be called on us. Is it easy for me to start laying into the referees? It is. Very easy. Newsflash. We don't take the easy way out over here, folks. We don't take the easy way out over here. What is something that we paid attention to deeply last season when it came to the Indiana Fever and Christy Size? Something that we watched like a hawk. Correct. Rotations. Rotations, 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 rotations. Every game I would say, okay, this person came in here, but why? This person came in here, but why? This person sat in this game, but didn't play at all. What's going on with the rotation, Christy? Very easy to blame Caitlin Clark, to blame the referees, to blame Kelsey Mitchell, to blame Natasha. Very easy. Yet, some way, somehow, the referees didn't seem to affect us in the third quarter. Yet, some way, somehow, Caitlin Clark seemed to get her groove in the third quarter, but lost it in the fourth. That's very interesting. Before we get into it, Caitlin Clark, salute to you, making history again. Passing Chelsea Gray in all-time double-doubles by a guard in WNBA history, only in year 2, only in game number 44. It's wild. 44 games, Caitlin Clark's already passing Chelsea Gray in all-time double-doubles by a guard in WNBA history. Now, folks, I'm not going to yell. I want to break this down to you. And hopefully we get to the same conclusion. It is 61-57, New York Liberty have the lead. 61-57 in the third quarter, the New York Liberty have the lead. In comes DeWanna Bonner. In comes Aliyah Boston. Caitlin Clark, DeWanna Bonner, Aliyah Boston, Lexi Hall, and Kelsey Mitchell. That 5 battle back. That 5 plays defense, and that 5 gets us to a 65-65 game. We bring in Sophie Cunningham for Lexi Hall. That brings us to a 76-68 game. A 76-68 game. Clark, DB, AB, Lexi, Kelsey Mitch, and a little bit of Sophie Cunningham brings us to 76-68. Question for you guys. If we're losing all game, because we were losing all game, make no doubt about it, and we see a 5 of Caitlin Clark, DeWanna Bonner, Aliyah Boston, Lexi Hall, and Kelsey Mitchell, if we see that 5 seemingly play better defense than everybody else on the court, seem to get to the rack better than everybody else on the court, have better spacing than everybody else on the court, remember, no Natasha Howard in the fourth quarter, AB misses those bunnies because the paint's crowded, because Natasha Howard's in the paint. She wasn't missing bunnies earlier because it was a little bit free for her. I'm just saying. When do you think the next time we saw that 5 was? Clark, DB, AB, Lexi, Kelsey. The next time we saw that 5 was when the New York Liberty go on a run and come within 1 point, 82-81. The players that got us the lead, we say, but I like these players more. But I like them more. So let's let them close it out so they can feel all good, warm, and fuzzy inside. 80-68 in the fourth quarter. And they lose the game. Because we went away from what was working. We went away from what was working. We're playing musical chairs in the fourth quarter with Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi. We're playing musical chairs instead of letting that 5 that got us the lead back continue to extend it further. Instead of letting the 5 that got us the lead back continue to let them extend the lead further. What are we doing here, Stephanie? That's my question. Everybody watched this game and saw the New York Liberty taking advantage of the offensive end on certain lineups we had. Yet in the third corner, we seem to have found a group that works against this team, a group that matches up well against this team. But we went away from that. We take out DeWanna Bonner and we put in Natasha Howard in the fourth. Why? Why would we do that? I'm not sure. This was coaching malpractice today, folks. We lost because we went away from what was working. That's why. We can blame the referees all we want. But why weren't the referees affecting us so much in the third quarter? We can blame the referees all we want, but why weren't they affecting us so much in the third quarter? Did DeWanna Bonner get hacked in the final minute? Yeah, she did. Did they call a ticky-tack foul on Lexi Hull at the last play of the game? We all knew that was going to happen based on how the game was going. But the question again, how come that didn't seem to affect us in the third when we had this lineup in? A lineup that played defense, a lineup that spaced the floor, a lineup that allowed Clark to cook up. Caitlin Clark was 0 for 9 the whole entire game from 3. We get these ladies in, and suddenly she hits a 3. 5 seconds left, she hits a buzzer beater 3, 76-68 to end the third quarter. We should have left them in and kept pushing. Oh, I forgot to mention that third quarter. Yeah, we weren't playing this stagnant nonsense garbage, by the way. We were pushing. We were pushing pace, pushing pace, pushing pace, pushing pace. There's a reason DB was a +9 today, because she was a plus on the floor. She was beneficial when she was there with AB and Kelsey and Lex and she was a positive. She freed up the paint for AB. She spaced the floor for Caitlin. And we go away from that. We bring in Natasha and we suddenly see Aliyah Boston miss shots that she hasn't missed not only all game, all season long. All season long, we see AB hit these bunnies here, these bunnies, yet somehow in the fourth quarter, after we're all rolling, now she starts missing these shots. Because we got taken out of what we did. Not because of anything New York did, but because of what we did. We were taken out of the groove, and by the time it's 82-81, we're up 1 barely. The New York Liberty battle all the way back. Now we put Kelsey Mitchell back in. Now we put DeWanna Bonner back in, and we wonder why we can't keep this train rolling. We wonder why now the offense seems to look like how we did in the second quarter. No surprise. The momentum's not on our side anymore. The feel of these players playing with each other is gone. Kelsey Mitchell's now cold. DB is now cold. The fluidity of the offense is now back to square one. That's an issue. We can blame the referees. Yes, blame them. But again, why didn't it affect us in the third quarter? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Why did we go away from what was working in the third? Why? We need to answer those questions. We need to answer those questions, hopefully before next game. Because this wasn't good. Multiple times, Stephanie White, unfortunately, didn't really prove herself in crunch time to us. Late against the Atlanta Dream, we draw up some nonsense. All right, strike one. Against the New York Liberty, up 80-68, the New York Liberty go on a 22-8 run. A 22-8 run to end the game. That's not good. That's not good at all. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel if that means so much to me. Atlanta Dream was strike one. This game was strike two. Strike three, I might not be as friendly. I might not be as cheerful come strike three. Appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for coming out to the venue. We'll see you next time, and as always, take it easy.